Guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got Smith here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now this throw caught left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! It's going to be a long day.
On first down, Birch trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
One, Omaha. Hey, alert! 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 Hey, orbit! 26 minutes.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those script...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On second down now, Birch, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Bang, 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 21, 21. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Dancing to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score as the Ravens push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here we go,
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. As his guys are in for 6 as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He's checking. Crash. 21. Here we go.
On second down, Birch. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. 180. 56 is the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 12.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. 11. Flag. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch out. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Charlie. Get hot.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Check.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Jackson. And that's caught by Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Jefferson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
13. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo got a man open. It's Sutton. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Not today. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
11. Don't get nervous. Check 13.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Ravens take
Let's go.
over
Let's
1st
go.
and
Let's
10
go.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go, Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Zip it. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Bandit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
55's Mike. Go. Blue Dan.
Again, Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Dolphins gain a bit of respectability. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be... returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Go.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Mike, run it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kerr, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This will be fielded at the 17. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Check 50. Check 50. 21. 21.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
21. 21.
Mike 56. Mike.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50, the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo.
James has got it. Complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
he rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The Dolphins on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Show it.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He may try and run for this.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 16.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kerr. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught. Smith. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
At their own 13-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Here we go.
12, fellas. Here we go. 12.
Hey, watch it.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo going to throw right side here, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First down, Ravens.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo steps, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jordan Willis getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On 3rd down, Birch. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Big ass, big ass. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Slam, slam, slam. Go. Check 99, go.
To throw again, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Here we go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what...
And this will be caught at the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's got Smith here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.